UFC Undisputed Forever's first ever roster expansion has arrived, adding a 2003 lightweight BJ Penn, a prime welterweight BJ Penn, Takanori Gomi, Benson Henderson, Carlos Newton, Carlos Condit, Lyoto Machida, and a 2005 Pride middleweight Alistair Overeem. Meanwhile, work on fighter uniqueness has continued, with Carlos Condit being a main focus as his original UFC Undisputed 3 moveset was lacking many tools that he used in his fights later in his career. For example, this front kick to the body which he used extensively against Robbie Lawler. I have also added this Muay Thai clinch entry which he has used against Robbie Lawler and for the Martin Kampmann finish. This gives Condit easy access to his level 2 elbows in the Muay Thai clinch. I'm looking forward to seeing how the community mixes this in with the rest of Carlos Condit's striking arsenal. I've also given him a dodge knee that he can use in close quarters, and I've also given him this lead undercut because he starts so many of his combinations with it, and he also scored a knockdown on Robbie Lawler using this. In the game, this is also a great strike to start your combinations with. As you can see here, it chains well into other strikes. I've also given him that lunging lead hook to the body which he used against Lawler, and it contributed to the Martin Kampmann finish as well. Condit also has a habit of throwing this very stiff straight right hand in a lot of his combinations. So to simulate that, I've added a level 1 Santos straight. It's not super powerful, but Condit needed something with a bit of range and a little bit more power than usual, and I thought the Santos straight was a pretty good fit. I've also given him a spinning back kick in orthodox. This will be great for punishing aggressive players and maintaining distance. I've also given him a step-in elbow, which he used against Lawler, as you can see there as well. Now in terms of his ground moveset, I've added a transition to Salivary from side control, which he used in the WEC, as you can see here. The Salivary position is amazing for setting up ground and pound. And from this position, he can also go for an armbar. I think Carlos Condit's submission threat is going to be a real issue for those Robbie Lawler players. I can't wait to see him used online. I've also added this side kick to Condit, another really good tool for maintaining distance. He'll have this one in both the orthodox and southpaw stance. Now by adding that lead undercut, it does remove Carlos Condit's normal left hook. But in order to account for his knockout win over Dan Hardy, I've included a level 3 left overhook. It's really similar to a normal left hook, it combos really well, it just has a bit more power. Now for some reason the base game did not include this southpaw lead flying knee for Carlos Condit, so I've added that as well. Now moving on to other fighters, I've given Sakuraba this double chop in the open guard position. I've given Derek Lewis this level 3 uppercut. There have also been quite a few changes made to Chris Curtis, who's never received any customization before. Starting off with this hook kick in southpaw. Chris Curtis also has some nasty body shots, so I've given him this rear lunging hook to the body. I've also given Chris Curtis the stepping heavy jab, as he used this a lot against Joaquin Buckley. I've also given Brandon Moreno a sprinting kick to the body for his finish over Kai Kara-France. Cyril Gane will be receiving a spinning elbow. And a spinning heel kick in orthodox. I've also given Cyril Gane this 2-step lead flying knee, which he's used pretty effectively on 2 occasions in the UFC. And he's also received this high push kick in the orthodox stance. And he'll also be receiving this heavy jab, as it's a big part of his game in real life. And so will Khamzat Chimaev as he knocked down Gilbert Burns with it. I've also given Randy Couture a huge clinch rework with trips on the fence. These will be level 3. This twisting body lock suplex will also be level 3. The aim is to really emphasize his Greco-Roman background. And he'll also be receiving this high crotch single leg slam from the cage single leg position. Randy Couture's dirty boxing and clinch striking is another massive part of his game that wasn't really in his moveset before. So I've given him these powerful punches in the cage clinch positions. And he's also got powerful knees in just about every clinch position as well now. The online community has barely used Randy Couture on events in the past, so I'm hoping that these upgrades will get him a little bit more use. He's probably one of the best clinch strikers in the game right now. Now, Kai Asakura's striking moveset has been almost entirely reworked. I've given him the Chuck Liddell straight because it suits a lot of the knockouts that he's got in Ryzen. And he'll also be receiving the lunging lead hook to the body, which combos well into that Chuck Liddell straight. Knees to the body are a big part of Kai Asakura's striking. So he's got a step in knee and a level 3 dodge knee. The Darce choke from the top sprawl position doesn't exist in UFC Undisputed 3, but this is exactly what the Korean Zombie submitted Dustin Poirier with. So as a substitute, he's got an Anaconda in top sprawl and a Darce in top half guard. To get the Darce in half guard, you just have to rock your opponent first. I've given Tony Ferguson elbows from bottom guard as well. I've also given Yair Rodriguez elbows from the bottom guard. And I've also given him level 2 triangle chokes. To get access to these movesets, you just need to join the Dream Online Hub, which is the official online league for UFC Undisputed Forever. Those who compete in the league can also offer suggestions for stats and movesets. In fact, a lot of the changes in this video were suggested by the community. I hope to see you there. Thanks for watching.